Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on Market Day Report. I'm Christina Loren. New data from the Department of Labor continues to highlight the reliance of U.S. farmers and ranchers on the H-2A program, with a 10% increase in the number of positions granted in the second quarter. Joining us now for an update is American Farm Bureau economist Veronica Nye. Thanks for joining us, Veronica. Let's start with a breakdown of the report and your biggest takeaways.
Well, this report really serves to highlight how many farms and ranches, irrespective of size, are utilizing this program. The DOL processed more than 5,000 applications in the second quarter, which was almost more than they processed through the entire 2012 growing year. So there's an increasing reliance on farms of varying size. And unfortunately, DOL seems to be swamped by this demand, and the percentage of applications being processed in a timely manner has fallen dramatically.
What does this report show in regards to position requests and the number of applications that are being processed right now?
Well, as you said, we're up 10% this year, but to put that into context, that's more than 8,000 positions. So in the second quarter, we requested almost 90,000 workers. In the second and the third quarter are really where we see the big push in this program. So we really look to this, the second quarter data to tell us what we can expect in the third quarter. And we'd expect more additional demand, but only if DOL can keep up.
You know, Veronica, I don't know if you can answer this, but talk about the regional areas that are requesting more workers. Is this coming from California primarily, Wisconsin? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, when the H-2A program first began, it was primarily used in the Southeast. And now that continues today to be the states with the largest use of the program. Georgia, Florida are typically the largest users. But as the program has grown and as labor supplies have tightened, we really see more and more states joining. So California is one of the top 10 users. New York is one of the top 10 users. So really you see a Washington State. So you really see a regional smattering of reliance on this program. It typically tends to follow those states with the largest fruit and vegetable production in the U.S.
Okay, talk about what is driving this increase in the number of positions.
Well, we all know that we have a very tight labor market in the U.S. right now. I think unemployment in the U.S. is at 3.6%. And I think farmers and ranchers have been saying for decades now that it's difficult to persuade U.S. workers to participate in ag labor. It's hot, it's dirty, it's backbreaking work, and it's long hours, but over a pretty short period of the year. So this temporary visa program has really helped fill in the gap for farmers and ranchers when they need workers for 6 weeks to plant or harvest a crop. So it's really the nature of agricultural work, but not being met by a domestic labor supply.
All right, we always appreciate hearing from you and your insight. Thank you so much, AFBF economist Veronica Nye. Appreciate your time today.